Welcome to the video, guys. Just a quick one here, but it's following up on something I covered the other day relating to the illegal immigrants crossing the channel during the lockdown over here. Because reports out yesterday are suggesting that the Home Secretary, Priti Patel, might well be clamping down on these English Channel crossings, the bogus asylum claims that follow them, and actually returning these people to France when the UK border force catch them in the Channel, instead of, as we know, bringing them all here, which I've complained about many times. Now obviously, this is the government we're talking about, and immigration, like the Labour Party, can't be trusted as far as you can throw them. But it's at least a good sign in the right direction, and getting them out there saying this in public means we can hold them to account if it doesn't happen. But the Mail's article headlines, Priti Patel signals fresh crackdown on illegal migrants crossing the English Channel, as she also vows to tackle vexatious asylum claims. Priti Patel today signalled a fresh crackdown on illegal migrants crossing the English Channel, as she also vowed to tackle vexatious asylum claims. The Home Secretary conceded that there are currently higher numbers of people trying to cross the stretch of water. As I reported the other day, it's already over 500 for April, and we're still not quite at the end of it yet. So it would be almost impossible and stupid of her to deny it. But she said she is working to agree a scheme with Paris which would allow Britain to return illegal migrants to France after they have come ashore in the UK, or if they are picked up while at sea, which is something we have been calling for a long time now, and I will be very happy if she actually does it, though she is still a politician, so I have my doubts and will take her claims of action with all the salt in the North Sea, let me tell you that. She also vowed to focus Home Office efforts on combating vexatious methods and vexatious claims around illegal immigration and asylum, which I'm sure will be most of the people they catch in these boats. There might be 1 or 2 out of the 100 that will be actual asylum seekers who might well deserve asylum, depending on various factors, though really it shouldn't, because they've come through many safe countries to get here, which I'm sure is the international rule around refugees, that you're supposed to stop in the first safe country, not travel your way to the UK, because you might get paid more here from benefits or working. Appearing in front of the Home Affairs Select Committee today, Miss Patel was asked by Tory MP Tim Lawton why there had been an apparent spike in people trying to cross the Channel, because they know our border force is essentially a ferry service for them to come over here, as I pointed out. He asked if it was because France had eased off surveillance and patrols because of the coronavirus crisis, which they might well have done. Miss Patel said that that was not the case, but conceded it is a very difficult area at the moment, as she said illegal migrants were also trying to cross to the UK from Belgium. We have seen a greater dispersal across the French coast, and we are seeing this now across the Belgian coast. What has happened in France, all credit to the French actually, who, like we are, despite lockdown and despite all the pressure with coronavirus, are deploying all sorts of activity and resources basically in trying to deter. Yeah, because unfortunately you can't send warships out there to start opening fire on these boats, even though obviously if you did they would soon stop, though it is probably a little bit too much. It would be the best deterrence, let me tell you that. So there is now 24/7 coverage on the beaches of northern France. We are using drones, we are using more detections, we are using AMPR. The fact of the matter is, notwithstanding these French patrols, these extra patrols on French beaches, and using specialist vehicles for detection, too many are getting through. Yes, one getting through is too many if you ask me. Miss Patel said, while there are currently more people trying to make the journey, there are also extraordinary numbers in terms of ongoing investigations and convictions. We don't care about your investigations or your convictions, we care about the deportations. These illegal immigrants shouldn't be here, never mind your convictions, just get rid of them. Asked by Mr. Lawton if the UK is trying to strike an agreement with France which would allow for the return of illegal immigrants, Miss Patel said, there is a lot of work taking place. We have put forward some measures. We are doing this directly through our embassy in Paris as well, but I am doing it directly with my counterpart in France around returns and returns at sea, which is exactly the point you are making and referring to. And that is the same point the people of this country have been making for a long time. Check any of my comment sections on this topic to find out what the people think. It really annoys me that the government is only coming to this now. You've been in power for over 4 months. This should have been something you started doing from day dot. It should never have been the case that we catch these people at sea and bring them back here. It's just madness. We are also going to go further than that as well. Very much looking at, and this is a UK policy area, not just with the Home Office, but the Ministry of Justice, but looking at some of the vexatious methods that are being used here. The vexatious claims around illegal immigration and asylum claims that come forward with many of these illegal migrant activities too. Yes, clamp down on them because, let's be honest, like I've said, these migrants have all come through at least one safe country, probably multiple of them in the EU, to make it to the UK. So every single claim should be considered invalid, and that is the end of that. Now, like I said, this is good news, but it's coming from the government. How many years in a row now have they said they're going to lower immigration, when in actual fact, it always goes up? If they actually do it, it will be good, but like I've said, don't hold your breath on it, as with anything a political party says to you. It doesn't matter which one you're talking about and from which side of the political spectrum. At the end of the day, political parties are just that, political parties. They will lie through their back teeth if they think it will benefit them. Doesn't matter who they are at the end of the day. Could be Labour, could be the Tories, could be any number of smaller parties. It really doesn't matter. Which is part of the reason why you will never find me supporting any of them. But if the government and Priti Patel actually stick to this and do it, they will get some props for me. Like I've said though, just don't hold your breath. Take everything these politicians say with a massive pinch of salt.
Now before I go, I've started doing live streams and uploading gaming content on my second channel. If you would like to come and join me for a live stream to chat in real time, have an interesting gaming related content on YouTube, or just want to follow me over there because you are a legend, the link will be down in the video description below and as a pinned comment. I hope to see you all there. Now as always, before I go, I want to thank our PayPal, Patreon, Subscribestar and YouTube members for supporting the channel, along with everyone who watches my videos. Remember to let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Leave a like, subscribe with the notification bell and share this video as it helps the channel a lot. And I will see you all in the next one.
There is a pattern consistent throughout history of oppressed people turning on the oppressors. Slaves against their owners, the peasantry against the feudal barons, colonies, Mr. Verhofstadt, against their empires. And that is why Britain is leaving. And it doesn't matter which language you use, we are going and we are glad to be going. We're off.